So in front of me I have three Joby Gorillapods, and a while ago I made a comparison video between the 3K and the 5K, and Joby just sent me a new product for me to review, which is called the 3K Pro. So what's the difference between the 3K Pro and the original 3K and the 5K? Why didn't they just call this the 4K? So as you can see, the size of it is almost identical as the original 3K, but the design and the materials that are used are much more similar to the 5K. So in my previous video, I basically said that the 3K might be more than good enough for most vloggers or YouTubers with any mirrorless cameras or most APS-C cameras. Or if you're going to be using bigger full-frame DSLR cameras or bigger lenses, then the 5K might be more appropriate, but then at the same time, it may not be so suitable for vlogging anymore because the whole rig becomes quite big and heavy. But as you know, the camera market has been changing quite a lot this year, not just in the consumer market, but also in the professional market. So there's been a big demand for higher end mirrorless cameras like the Sony a7 III, a7R III, or the Canon EOS R or the RP, Nikon Z6, Z7, or even some APS-C cameras like the Sony a6400 or the Fuji X-T3. So with so many great high-end products like that on the market, today smaller cameras don't necessarily mean worse cameras. And Joby is obviously aware of this fact, and that's why I think they decided to come out with this product, because this is a much more appropriate size for all the cameras that I just mentioned compared to the 5K. But now this feels much more premium compared to the 3K. You can just tell by the looks of them, and also the materials that were used and the design and the little details now feels much more like the 5K than the 3K. And the differences become even more apparent when you try them in person, which I'm going to show you in a minute. So what's actually kind of interesting is the maximum capacity weight according to Joby on these two are exactly the same. It's about 6.6 pounds. And that's actually quite a bit of weight. And even cameras like the 1DX Mark II, body only with the battery attached, is only about 3.5 pounds. But like I also mentioned in my previous video, what's often more important with these tripods is balance, not just the maximum weight. So even though these 3K tripods may be able to hold the weight of big cameras like the 1DX Mark II, once you start attaching big full-frame lenses in front of those cameras, that's when it starts to become an issue, and that's where the 5K comes in. And even with the same maximum capacity on these two tripods, now with the all-metal design much more similar to the 5Ks, now this is much more durable and not only looks better, but it will also theoretically have much better longevity. I've owned both 5K and the original 3K for quite some time now, and although I never had any issues with either one of them, the legs on the 5K just feel exactly the same as they did on day one. And some of the balls feel a little looser than others, but after kind of flexing them in several ways, the feeling of that goes away. And with the 3K, I don't know if it has to do with the fact that the legs are made of plastic and not metal, or if there's any differences in the internal design, but the legs are still quite stiff. But I don't know if you can hear, it's not really smooth. So it still does a pretty good job at staying in one position, but as I apply force, and you can kind of hear that squeak every time it gets stuck. The new 3K Pro, much more similar to the 5K, the legs feel a lot more smooth. It requires about the same amount of force, but it's much smoother and it's much more even feeling throughout the legs. Also on the 3K Pro, now the balls on the legs are slightly smaller than on the original 3K, and that is probably because now with the all-metal design, it doesn't have to be as big to be as durable, and it also saves a bit of weight. But as you can see, there's virtually no difference in height. And also the ball head design is slightly different, or I should say the tripod mount is a little different, because the ball head itself is pretty much the same, except now there are some numbers written on them and the lines are much easier to see. But the main difference between the upper plates, on the original 3K you could detach it with the single release button at the front, and that's a very effective design. And my only complaint on this was that it needed a separate tool or a coin to install this on the camera. But on the 3K Pro, now the design is much more similar to the 5K, and now it has a D-ring underneath, so you can just install this on your camera with your hand and you don't need a separate tool for that. So it all sounds great, but are there any downsides? Well, one thing I can think of is the price. It is $150, and considering that the 5K is $180, it's actually not too bad. But if you compare it to the 3K, which was I think $80, it's almost 2 times more. So is this worth $70 more than this? Well, that's a hard question, but let me tell you, if you play around with them in person, this really does feel like a more expensive product. That's really obvious. And even after making my last Gorillapod video, I still get a lot of questions from people asking me which one they should get. It's mostly actually people who have the budget for the 5K but just wondering if they could save some money by going with the 3K. But I think from now on, I think the 3K Pro might be a great product to bridge the gap between these two. Yes, it is a lot more money than the 3K, but it's still $30 cheaper than the 5K because of the reasons that I mentioned before. I think you'll be happier with the 3K Pro in the long term if you have the budget for it. And if you're still debating if you need to get the 5K or the 3K Pro, I would say if you're still questioning, just go for the 5K. It's only $30 more. And if you're going to be using a lot of bigger lenses, it's just a nice insurance policy to go with a bigger and sturdier tripod. And like I mentioned before, you're probably not going to be using the 5K for vlogging that much. But if you just want Gorillapod that can do everything, the 5K is your choice. But with the 3K Pro now, you can get the same quality and durability of the 5K in a much smaller and lighter package. So I think this is going to be my main Gorillapod from now on. I'm highly impressed by the design and the quality of it. It's going to be much easier for me to travel with than my 5K. So yeah, the Joby Gorillapod 3K Pro, I highly recommend it. And if you're interested in buying one, check out the link down below. And that's going to be it for me today. And thank you for watching. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.